It's Friday, so we're getting our customary weekend rain about, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours early this time. You can see that my water is draining well, going where it belongs. That makes Armin happy. Lacey insisted on coming out of the trailer, so Ryan's bringing her back so that she doesn't get all muddy. Hello, little girl. Are you going for a Ryan ride?
Yeah.
It's even better than a car ride, isn't it, puppy? Hello, Mama.
Howdy.
How you doing, lady?
I'm good, man.
What, Bella? What's going on? Oh, did I bump the light and it was moving?
Yes, you
She hates it when something hangs on the roof. You're a funny little girl. Okay, that's enough. Thank you.
Good girl. Thanks.
Thank you. That's enough. So we got the dryer put together. I didn't videotape it because there's only so much interest in that action. And there wasn't much comedy either. But aside from that big mess there that I'll try to jimmy things out of sight a little bit more, this is our dryer, and well, washer and dryer. It's ventless and apparently does both washing and drying in the same machine. Made by GE. I guess at some point we'll find out if we like it or not. But so far so good. We're ready to rock and roll. This is like the third time that we're trying because my camera keeps magically turning itself off. So
on this side we've got Nemeko cherries. They're doing all right. I kind of burnt them a little bit. That's why the top is naked.
okay, but they're showing new leaves coming up, and
Well, the rest of it is green. It's just
Yeah.
they got a little bit of heat stroke from sitting in my car.
he's doing happy now.
These here goji, we got a couple of them going.
Couple of goji berries. I'm looking forward to that. I sure like the dried ones, so I can hardly wait to see what the...
Yeah, I need to try again on getting the black goji to actually like take root and live.
We have black goji? Oh, you've got seeds.
Seeds.
Yeah, okay. We just need to get it to germinate and root.
Well, they germinated fine. It was just growing inside without any sort of fan or anything. They didn't do very well in nature. But then we've got thornless blackberries here.
Thornless blackberries.
And we've got beautyberry. Looks like this whole top section ended up dying out, but there's a little bit of growth down here, so we need to clip basically the part that's hanging over it off. And this is white goosefoot, which is edible. I don't recall if there's any actual medicinal benefits to it, but you can use it for salads.
Okay. And it just kind of came along with the beautyberry, huh?
Yeah, so I figured since it's edible, we can keep it growing.
Just keep it, yeah.
And this is a heritage raspberry. It's also thornless. And they pin, so you can pin the tips down into the ground and grow them, or you can pin just a part of the vine down with like a rock.
Okay, and it'll send roots out?
Yep, and it'll send out new roots, and then you can come back a couple months later and clip it and have two plants.
Cool.
So, gonna do that later this year once it fruits.
Mm-hmm.
I want to grab some fruits off of it to stick back in the ground. Try and get more going. And then this here is chokeberry, which just inspecting the ants that are on it. Wondering why they're all the way up at the top. Maybe they smell me. Because that one had ants in its pot.
Okay, yeah, just watch and see if you notice any damage appearing on any of the leaves or the stalk.
Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise, they might be doing a job of like cleaning off aphids or some other
Yeah, well,
organism.
I honestly think that that's what they were doing, was carrying off some sort of larva, because most of them had something white that they were
Okay.
holding. So either they were carrying their own larva or they were carrying other insect larvae.
Right. Well, that's cool. I don't mind giving food to the ants if they keep our plants healthy.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and I figure if they are harmful to the plants, putting them in the ground where they can actually, like, you know,
Find another home.
yeah, find another home and not have to dig through the roots to create a home,
Yeah.
they'll probably be happy.
Cool.
Then we got Juneberry here.
Similar in some ways to a blackberry, or no, a
blueberry.
blueberry. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's...
Oh, he's got another little sprout.
Yeah, I think it's shooting out another sprout, so that's nice.
Yeah, I like that.
And once these branches get a little bit longer, we could also take
some clippings and propagate from them.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking whichever one, like how this one's starting to try and want to cross back in, we can take this one and propagate from that one.
Yeah, or even just off of this one that's pointing back in.
Yeah, let it get big enough to propagate the one that's coming back in.
Yeah, cool.
Gold leaf sage.
Nice.
And there's some sage up in the bigger garden. I just noticed that hole.
Yeah.
But
see these little black guys here? Those are not ants.
yeah.
Might want to give them a pinch.
This guy here is cranberry.
Low bush, right?
Yeah, low bush. And I think these guys pin too, so I might just stick that in there.
Yeah, see if it pins or not.
And let the other ones that are starting to actually show green just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I haven't decided whether I'm going to let that sorrel stay there, if I'm going to use it for tea.
Yeah, use it for tea. Wood sorrel gives a really nice lemony flavor, and it's good for you too.
It's a little bit more earthy in the summer, from what I've heard.
Okay.
In colder climates give it a lemonier flavor.
Okay.
And then we got ginkgo biloba here. It looks like it's doing happy.
Mm-hmm. He is looking happy. He's been there a few days now, right?
Yeah. He was put in here Tuesday.
Okay. So almost a week.
Yeah. And got some yarrow here. Some sea queen yarrow.
Sea queen yarrow, and that was taken out of the yard back behind the shop, right?
No.
Oh, this is from Tony.
Yeah,
okay.
So that one has a violet, a pinkish flower.
Okay.
Whereas the variety that we have at the side of the shop is just your common white yarrow.
Common white yarrow. Okay. I'll finish this up by showing the comfrey here. So we've got some comfrey growing. They like to have a little bit of shade, so Ryan put him here under the trees. And we'll try to propagate him as well. We also have wild comfrey that looks very much the same as this, that we could also bring out of the woods and put someplace where we can care for it and propagate to our heart's desire. This great big bush of white flowers is our multiflora rose. This will probably get pulled out because I'll have a path that runs in through this gap here that runs over to the other side of the creek and the rest of our property over there. But they are kind of pretty, but very, very thorny. These things will tear you up if you're not careful. Ryan's gonna do a little bit of mowing around where our elderberry bushes are. This is our new zero turn. It's been put to good use. different variety of elderberry. We're hoping with a different variety in here, it'll help also cross-pollinate and get some blooms and berries. Hello, little Daisy Lou. Yeah, you're warm even when you're shaved, aren't you? Puffing and puffing, sweating like crazy, you little girl. It's all that black fur you got. We got our tractor back. It was definitely an inconvenience having to tow it down to Morristown and back. It's about a half-hour trip one way. But the nice thing is that they fixed it up. Got the drivetrain all behaving itself again. I drove it around the lot a little bit and everything sounds good. But in the process, he also fixed my grapple. I asked them to take a look at that and fully expected to pay something for having it fixed. They fixed it, so the whole job was done on warranty and didn't cost us a penny. They just handed me the key back and said, have fun. So I'm very, very happy about that. The tractor will be put back into service pretty much right away. I got a lot of things to do with it now that I have the grapple again and everything else. Got our big pile of wood that our arborist has been bringing by. Get that sorted out and stacked up in a place where it's out of the way. And yeah, moving dirt, moving topsoil and getting that flattened out. Ryan's been collecting some curly dock that was growing in an unfavorable place in the garden. So he's pulled that all out. Good medicinal properties in that. And also edible, of course. And Cheryl's been pulling more wild garlic. And oh, it smells good. I love it. There's something rustling around in the grass here. What is it? Oh, it's a little Bella. So I'm doing a little fixing on the cover for our electrical panel in the trailer. It's not wide enough anymore. All these newfangled breakers and whatnot are too big, so I have to make some extra room here. There, probably can't tell much difference on the camera, but there's definitely a lot more room than there used to be. Next thing is I need to break some rock, and this thing is about as dull as they get. For those of you that know the difference, this is a cutoff wheel. I can't find my grinding discs anywhere, so cutoff wheel will do the trick anyway. I guess I better go bring everything in.
Yeah, not close to my face.